Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jill. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming. I actually have in mind to make something beautiful, something cute from this nylon, but honestly, I have no idea what I'm actually going to make out of these. But trust me, I love making things from already existing stuff, but well, let's get to it. So I started by just placing my nylon and then folding it in a flay form because I'm going to be cutting like 360-degree flay out of this nylon, and then I'm just going to set that aside while I go further to do the main bodies. So going further to just place my fabric, or why do I call this fabric? Actually it's my fabric though. So while I'm placing this into two, I'm just going ahead to put the necessary measurements, but first I have to pin them so it does not shift. And then actually had to just go ahead and put my shoulder neckline and all the necessary things required. So just watch what I'm doing. But since this is going to be free, I'm actually not going to be adding zip allowance to this. So I actually used my bust measurements, and then I added 4 inches to it, then divided by 4, and then take it down. I actually did not put bust points on that bust, half length and all of that. This top is a little bit long, and then it's more like it's up to my hip point. So on the down part I actually added I used my hip measurement, and then I added 4 inches to it, divided by 4 still. That was what I did there. So there was nothing so special about it. It was just a free cut and simple. And then I'm just going over to mark the neckline that I'm going to be using on this. And then while I'll place this front to the back so that I could cut the neckline perfectly well. So just watch carefully the little clips that I was able to do on this part. From the shoulder slope, you guys can see that I actually use half inch on this because I'm actually going to be sewing half inch too. And then for the down part of this blouse or top, so to speak, I actually did not add any allowance for folding or anything because it's going to actually be underneath the skirt to make it in form of a dress. And so I'm just placing this to cut the back out. While I'm actually cutting the back and the front together, I'm going to actually remove the back and then cut the front because the front neckline is going to be a bit deeper, although that is not really necessary because this is going to be a mono strap. So when I was done with that, I just had to open the front bodies and then the back bodies, place them together, join the shoulder and join the side. You could see that it was just a free cut, nothing so big and special. It was just a normal bodies. So when I was done, I actually tried it on and then just to see what it looks like, and this is what I could see. This is what it was looking like. Well, not bad as I thought it would. So just normal. Okay, so from here I'm just thinking of what I could possibly do to the neckline because I just wanted something different. I actually did not want to have this, wanted something cute, on the neckline. So I decided to think of making a mono strap. At first I thought maybe I actually turned the back, but I think this is actually was actually the back. So I'm just measuring from there. I just want to measure where I actually want the cutting to stop, and there I'm actually going to be using 4 inches cut on this. It's not going to be too open, but it's just going to be perfect. So when I was done, I placed this back the way it fits. As you guys can see, just measure the 4 inches from there, and then I was just going to slope it that way to the armhole. When I was done doing this, I found that I wasn't cutting it as fitted as it's supposed to, so, or tightening that part. I didn't tighten anything, so that place was actually big. So what I did there was that I just had to cut elastic, measure my round arm, round shoulder, and then just use that, and then actually use the elastic and then sew it on top, just so that it will grab my chest, it won't be falling out, because doing it this way it was actually going to fall. There's no doubt about that. So this is what I mean, and I was so excited when I actually did it, and then it came out, and I love what I was seeing. Like, I was like, oh really, Jill, this is looking so cute on you. Oh my goodness. Actually, it turned to be like a crop top. You can see the way the neckline is. It looks really cute. I love those little ruffles that I could see right there. It just looked really nice on me actually. And I was so excited. So when I was done cutting, doing that, of course, one side has sleeve. I'm going to be adding sleeve to one side of it. So I just went further to cut my sleeve, and I wanted to have like a little puff. I wanted to have I want the sleeve to be puffy. I just want it to be puffy, so I decided to use elastic and did the same thing I did on the neckline, and it looks really cute after the one I was done. And then I went further to just attach it to the bodice, or to the sleeve, to the armhole actually, and that was what I had. It was really cute and beautiful. And my top was already ready, so I'm just going to set that aside while I work on the skirt part. Of course, the skirt was actually big. The waist was actually big. I didn't make it fitted, so I'm actually going to use elastic, and then I'm going to do the same thing I did, and then just sew the elastic around. So the elastic is my actual waist measurement. All right, so when I was done, this is how it looks. Was how the skirt was looking. You could see that the skirt isn't so long. It's short. It's not so long. It was just perfect, just the way I wanted it. Yeah, and my dress is almost ready. Oh my goodness. I was so excited that this was already ready for me to wear. And then you guys can see that I actually made a little belt just to attach to this. So guys, this was how this dress went. I hope you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up, share, comment, and let me know what else I could actually do, what I should have done better. Trying this on was just so amazing, guys. Like, I could just feel myself looking so fabulous on this dress. Like, I'm just loving myself at this point. Do you guys like this? Let me know in the comment section. Encourage me, and of course, I'll see you guys on my next video, on my next DIY. Let me know what next I could actually create on my next project. See you guys next. Bye. Love you all.